Hey everybody, greetings. Cowboy Bob's back. As some of you know, I was gone for a little bit and I had a wonderful experience out of the country. I was in Peru, of all places. But first of all, I just want to thank everybody for the tremendous amount of support that you gave Kim, both online and in person. In my absence, she took over the reins here at the ranch and performed wonderfully with the support of our children, some good friends, and those that have allowed this trip to be possible. So I really want to thank you for that. It was something that neither of us really anticipated, being apart for over 2 weeks. Had some pretty interesting emotional indicators, feedback that we do pretty good together most of the time. So that's a good thing, and had a wonderful return. But yeah, so I was gone. I was in Peru, of all places, for about a 15-day trip, and it was just my journey took me there, and it was a great experience. And I just have a couple notes, but really what I did is I participated in I guess you would call it a number of shamanic plant healing ceremonies. And what those really did is really gave me a new insight to both my physical and emotional self. At this stage of my life, being 69 years old, I'm not shy of learning new things, and I was truly the old guy in the group. There were 9 of us that participated outside of a small town called Tarapoto, Peru, deep in the Amazon rainforest, in the protected part of the Amazon rainforest. I lived in a 11 by 15 foot small hut. They called it a tombo. Had screened windows and sides on it. Was beautiful. Had no running water, no electricity. If I wanted to use a toilet, I had to chug down the hill to a community toilet that was on the facility that I was at, and I had access to a cold shower if I wanted one. And so, that part was just amazing. The jungle has amazing noises, things I've never heard. Saw plants and animals. There was a sloth, there were land crabs, there was a pig, walking trees. Just amazing how much world there is out there that we don't necessarily see. And that, I guess, is one of the main things that I've taken away from my experience is I got to participate in some ceremonial plant medicine times that were actually administered by a long lineage of indigenous plant healers from Peru. The healers that we actually worked with, ceremonies lasted roughly 7 to 8 hours, and were just words can't explain really what they were like. But for me, I got everything and more that I was hoping to. And one of the things I did learn, which was really interesting, is traveling at my age gets a little more difficult. From Portland to Los Angeles, not a problem. That was just a couple hours. Los Angeles to Lima, Peru, that was kind of tough. That was, about a 7, almost a 9-hour flight, followed by a 10-hour layover in Lima, followed by another hour and a half to Tarapoto, which was the closest airport to the space where I departed to the jungle from. Coming home was the same thing, with the exception of it was a 15-hour layover in Lima, Peru, followed by a 9-hour flight back to Los Angeles. So those get kind of old. When I walked on the airplane, having been made aware of what was ahead, those business class seats looked pretty darn nice, I'll tell you. But at the end of the day, I'm here. It's great to be back. Walked into what I thought was going to be a pretty peaceful week, and kind of just integrate back into to all of the things we have here, and was not necessarily the case, and that's just fine, because again, that's the journey. We had one trip to a human ER. We had 2 animal ER visits, 1 scheduled animal vet visit, a myriad of other things taking place here that just didn't allow for a very peaceful transition, but it was totally full and it was great, and I really got to embrace a new change because things are changing here on the ranch, as you're seeing in the Joy pathway. We've put another couple components together for that you'll be seeing here soon. We brought our son up from Corvallis, and he's living with us here at our home now, which is a great addition to our team here. He's helping out with chores in addition to another full-time job, and so that's just amazing to have him here as well. And again, I just want to thank everybody for all of their help. All of the kids that took us to and from the airport, that supported Kim. I felt everybody's thoughts. I was totally off grid for 10 days. No internet, no cell service, no electricity, none of that. And to come back, it was really interesting. But it was just a great experience. It's a big world out there, and I would encourage anyone to follow their journey if they have the option to do that, because it's an amazing ride. So thank you all very much. Have a wonderful day, and look forward to more information coming from us soon. Thanks. Bye now.